here's how you get started learning the diagonal bomb jump. So I recommend people learn how to do the double bomb jump first. And both of these techniques are composed of 3 bombs. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I recommend learning to do or trying out the double bomb jump first and get a feel on how to link bombs 1 and 2 together. And that depends on what kind of display you're using. So what you press and what you see are 2 different things. So I want to demonstrate the sounds my controller makes so that you can replicate the same kind of technique. And so the second part to this is, once you are used to linking bombs 1 and 2 together, I want to demonstrate the timing and spacing between bombs 2 and 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Alright, so I recommend trying that for a little bit and really getting down the spacing between bombs 2 and 3. And so we can put that all together at the Emotes. Alright, I'm going to demonstrate the diagonal bomb jump over Emotes. I'm using Task Studio to better demonstrate the inputs that I'm doing and why I'm doing them. So let's take a look. Okay, so the diagonal bomb jump looks like that. And so let's break it down step by step. The controls here are default. So right here, I'm getting in position to be on the right half of this pedestal. Obviously, you do not want to fall in the moats. So as I'm moving forward with right, I'm holding angle down. So angle up or down works. And the reason why I use angle up or down is to help Samus stop on a dime. Now, without angle up or down, Samus will decelerate. And that just means that after you let go of left or right, she'll continue running and slow down to a stop. But when you hold angle up or down, the deceleration is completely removed, and she'll be stopped right on the spot. All right, we get into a morph ball, and that's very standard stuff. And then here we have our first bomb, and as I was mentioning earlier, the diagonal bomb jump is composed of 3 bombs. So we have our first bomb. So we lay that first bomb with the shoot button, which is X by default, and we inch forward just a little bit. And this will give us a diagonal bomb jump to start. And this is to lay bombs 2 and 3 at the right spots. And bombs 2 and 3 are probably the most important part to this. And so we're waiting here for the bomb to explode. And I want to point out this detail that the bomb jump happens a little earlier before it shows up as green. So that's the first frame where it's green and white like that. And the bomb jump starts here. Okay, so I personally like to lay the bomb number 2 a little bit after you're moving diagonally through the air. So you can see the relationship between bombs number 1 and 2. And I was talking about earlier, linking bombs 2 and 3 together. I've spaced them, in this case, 22 frames apart, which I'm not sure if it's a very significant detail, but take it with a grain of salt. And as you're moving through the air after the first bomb jump, notice that I'm not using the D-pad until I laid the third bomb. From this point, I move back to bomb number 2. And here's where it gets a little tricky. You want to be on the side of the bomb like this, but you want to be facing to the right. So I have these right inputs here. So you want to face right, but do not move right. So what that means is, as we're moving left here, you want to be close enough so the bomb explodes and hit and propels Samus diagonally. But you do not want to add any momentum to Samus before that bomb explodes. So you want to move over to the left and then face right. And so that can be anywhere from like 2 to 6 frames of holding right. And that will give you facing right. And as long as you're not holding right before the bomb explodes. See how there's some empty frames before the bomb explodes? That was at least 5 empty frames of not holding right. And so I'm facing right, not holding right at this point. And after the bomb explodes, then I can hold right and then unmorph over the moat. And the whole unmorphing part is to increase your chances of getting on the ledge. It's not exactly necessary in some cases, but it helps to unmorph, and it allows you to shoot open the door that much earlier. And I don't think I need to get into detail about that. So yeah, let's take a look at it again. So hopefully give you some idea on what the explanation is behind the inputs, and hopefully combining the knowledge with the double bomb jump, I think that you might be able to get the double or diagonal bomb jump a bit easier. So try it out and let me know how it goes.